People I'd like to have known. Hi, I'm Mark Williams. This is the first in what will hopefully be a series of presentations highlighting men and women of fame. From entertainment to science to politics, I'll be showcasing people I've read of, heard of, or was intrigued by observing a particular artistry, conviction, or selflessness exhibited. I'll explain why I admire the subject to the point I genuinely feel personally knowing them would have been a life-enriching experience. In this pilot production, I'll chronicle a famous entertainer. Craker Ohanian, born 1925 in Fresno, California, was of Armenian descent. His acting career spanned 6 decades. He served during World War II and afterward earned a basketball scholarship at UCLA. After a game, his coach introduced him to none other than William Wellman, the film director responsible for the first movie to win an Academy Award. Now get this, Wellman noticed Ohanian because he observed his facial expressions while playing and encouraged him to consider acting. Can you believe this? Usually a scout is from the NBA. Wellman was from Hollywood, and a heavy hitter at that. Craker's agent insisted on a name change as Ohanian sounded too much like another actor's. So, Craker's new last name was chosen because it sounded all-American, if you will. Reportedly, he disliked the chosen name, but Columbia Pictures insisted and prevailed. However, Columbia agreed to allow him to change his first name. He started out on the right footing. In 1952, he was cast in the movie Sudden Fear, starring Joan Crawford and Jack Palance. Years later, he related Crawford was very angry with Palance, and he did his best to stay out of the way. Many movie and TV appearances followed until he hit pay dirt in 1959 as the lead role in his first series, Tightrope, which unfortunately lasted only 1 season due to the sponsor and the network arguing over a time slot change. This actor was so talented that on one episode of Perry Mason, he replaced the absent Raymond Burr as defense attorney for 1 episode. Burr was recovering from jaw surgery and was up for contract renewal. With this actor's solid performance and knowledge, he was more than up to the task of playing Mason. Burr readily signed the contract. In 1966, Dean Martin won the role of Matt Helm in The Silencers, edging our mystery star out, but Columbia Studios was impressed. He then was cast in 1966's Kiss the Girls and Make Them Die, in which he replaced a worried stuntman by dangling from a helicopter rope ladder at the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. I certainly hope he got paid extra for it. Our star is best known for a CBS television series running from 1967 to 1975. The first season had him as lead in a computer-driven crime-busting high-tech intelligence agency. Lucille Ball, owner of Desilu Productions, informed him and the network the computer angle wasn't working. The show's retooling had him working for himself with the aid of a minority secretary whom he and producer Bruce Geller had to fight the network to keep. It's rumored CBS eventually agreed with this proviso. If viewer letters found her role objectionable, she'd be canned. That circumstance thankfully never materialized. Said actress was cream of the crop and a groundbreaking performer as she became the first black woman to win an Emmy. And she also was awarded not 1 but 2 Golden Globe Awards for her role in this series. The actor, Mike Connors. The series, Mannix. Why I'd like to have met him. Number 1. Mannix was the classiest detective show on TV, its only rival being Mission Impossible, another Bruce Geller production by the way. Unlike Mission Impossible, Mike Connors carried, with Gail Fisher's support, the entire series. That's heavy lifting, and nothing your average actor could accomplish. Every episode was realistic, action-packed, and left you anticipating next week's episode. Next, Mr. Connors always seemed in control, completely at ease, and relatable in Mannix. I wonder how much like him Mike Connors was. And finally, third, Mike Connors, the man. I've researched several interviews, and all I can convey is this: respect. His humility, his dedication to his craft, uncompromising love for wife and family, and his spiritual perspective on life is truly inspiring. And there we have it. Mike Connors, the actor. Mike Connors, the man. For all these reasons, he's a man I wish I had known.